Hello. Welcome back to Exotic Wine Travel. I am your host, Matthew Horkey. So we're going to do tasting of a very small producer today. Actually, I've become a friend of ours. Her name's Jo Ahearne. She's a master of wine, a Brit, actually producing small batches of wine on the island of Hvar in Dalmatia, so in Southern Dalmatia in Croatia. She only produces 4 labels. We're going to take a look at these today. Very small batch. She is, well, we considered a friend. She did send us these samples, but the video it's not sponsored in any way. We're just tasting, and we're going to see how these wines hold up. It's really cool because we have 4 wines here. We've already tasted 1. We're going to taste 3. We have tasted these vintages. We have tasted these wines before, but in the past, like I tasted this one when it was a barrel sample. So I'm really excited to see how it was. We started off tasting last night already the Ahearne Pošip from Hvar, 2016. Beautiful Pošip. You know what? It makes me excited actually because she's not doing Pošip on Hvar anymore. She's going to start doing Pošip from the island of Korčula, where Pošip is actually from. And I'm really excited to see how it is. This Pošip's beautiful. You're going to have the ripe tropical fruit flavors I associate with Pošip. The flintiness, the mineralness, the salinity. Big body. This does need some air. My only small criticism, I wanted a tiny more structure, a little bit more finish. I still think it was 4.0 out of 5 on Vivino. I thought it was excellent. But let's move on to the real tasting, shall we? We have the Ahearne Wild Skins from Hvar, 2016. These are these crazy varieties. Darnekuša, Kooch, and Pošip on the skins. It is an orange wine. Jo Ahearne mixed with spontaneous yeasts. All these as little sulfites as possible. I guess they could be in these hipster natural wine types bars. You can see the beautiful color here. Let's give this a go here. You're going to love the Shireen's behind the camera. Has the yeastiness you're going to get with orange wine. Apricots. Oh, wow. I had this like 6 months ago, and this is a lot better than I remember. Orange peel, lemon, apricot. Beautiful nose. A little bit of ginger spice. Like ginger cake spice. I'm going to give it a little bit of a go. Hi. Nice texture and weight. Sorry, we're still in Airbnb. Sorry, host just went by. Little bit of spiciness. This is so much better than I remember. Do you like the nose on this?
It's funky and funky in a good way. Very juicy.
You like this a lot?
Long finish, citrus. I usually take a while to decide, but yeah, I enjoy it.
I actually really, really like this better than I remember. I'm going to say 4.2, 4.3 out of 5 on Vivino. I think it's a beautiful wine. 4.2 out of 5. So easily a 90-point type wine. Beautiful type wine. It's so funny because there's a dog running around here and Shireen's trying to keep it out of the house. So we're moving on here. The next wine we have the Ahearne Rosina, made of this weird odd grape called Darnekuša, from high elevations in Hvar. This was the first wine she released. I tasted this 2 years ago. Not this vintage, but the first vintage she released 2 years ago when it first came out.
I love this wine.
Shireen loves this wine. More of a serious rosé. This is more kind of orangey in color. Orange salmony in color. Still exactly what you remember. Got a lot of strawberry, rose, mineral type notes. Not as textured and big as I remember. Shireen just said, wow.
Oh my gosh, the nose is brilliant.
So you like a lot?
Love the nose. I love it.
What would you describe this as? What kind of flavors?
Tangerine. It almost has this like cherry syrupy finish to it as well. A little bit pithy. I like that the finish has texture. A little bit of astringency. I wouldn't call it tannin because it's like tannin plus acidity that gives this nice, fresh astringency on the finish. It's a structured rosé, beautiful nose.
This is a weird grape that you don't see very much in Croatia, made into varietal wine, Darnekuša. I kind of describe this between, for me, it tastes almost like halfway orange, halfway rosé with texture.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, so...
I'm thinking, yeah, you're right. I might be confused and wonder, is this...
Wow, I wrote about the first vintage of this. This is the newest vintage I taste. Wine that's very easily, for me, 4.3 out of 5 on Vivino. Like I said, these two wines above, I think, honestly, going to score 90 points and above in any type of critic tasting. Good stuff. This is the kind... Very, very juicy. Okay, the last wine we have the Ahearne Plavac Mali South Side, 2014, from the southern slopes of Hvar. Now, I tasted this wine when it was a barrel sample 2 years ago. Shireen was a little bit scared to taste this wine. We're going to see how it shows here. First of all, beautiful, true Plavac Mali color. It's not super dark, kind of like a little bit like kind of a Barbera-y Nebbiolo color. It's got some browning on the edges. Comes from the south slopes of Hvar. Very steep slopes, right down, tumbling down into the sea. Old bush vines. Let's give this a go. You're going to love it. A lot of strawberry notes, a lot of Mediterranean herb. Rose petal, very floral. Plavac Mali can be almost Nebbiolo kind of esque when it's done right. Wow, really good wine. Medium bodied. You get some tar notes, small grippy tannins. Shireen, taste this. I think you're going to be more impressed with this than you think. What do you think?
I like the texture a lot. It's really smooth and harmonious. What vintage is that?
2014.
Yeah, I like the palate a lot.
Very cleaned up. For me, another wine. For me, that's 4.3 out of 5. I think this is an excellent rendition of For me, I really like the producers on Hvar when it comes to Plavac Mali. The Plavac tends to be softer. So, you guys, check these out.
That wine, you have to drink it over a couple of hours. It's so nuanced that it's...
Got a lot of fine nuance. 4.3, 4.3, 4.2, 4.0. All some excellent wines. I think these wines are available in Vivat in Croatia. I think they're also going to be available in Wine and More. I'll put a discount code. We have discount codes for Wine and More for our viewers. Just know, if you do order from Wine and More, we do get a small commission for whatever that's worth. I don't know if these are available on Wine and More yet, but just check it out. I'll put it up on the screen. Let me take one more sip of this before I end. Beautiful wine, beautiful wine. So guys, if you like this video, follow us on Facebook, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Exotic Wine Travel. I will see you in the next episode.